There was a time when dragons ruled the skies.
It's very kind of the Viceroy, I must say.
I'm sorry?
What? Who? And I kind of like give her like a side wink, like, who? The vice? Which vice? What are you talking about, Helen?
Is your eye okay, sir?
Very stupid, Helen.
Which one?
I
Both.
lean into Ordok. What is a viceroy?
I'll sort of like, with a very puzzled look on my face, look back to Damon. Damien?
Damien, you got it.
Damien. I'll look back to Damien and say, the high noble of a district. The city is divided up into districts.
Kind of look over at Jensen. To help me look like
Okay.
I didn't. She fucked it up. It wasn't me this time. It was
I
her.
just shake my head and start drinking my third beer. We understand you know the Wraith family.
Ah. Yes. Eastern Wood, right? The tiefling woman.
Do we want to revisit the story about an Underdark friend?
Well, we can start with your name, Ordok.
And Goshen.
I'm gonna tense up a little and just say, all right, well, at least this makes a lot more sense. What do you want?
Miss Wraith asked us to make sure that your stay was as pleasant as possible.
And we all become friends.
Insight check.
I am an evil character, by the way. So
Can I
12.
choose to fail it?
Roll.
I like purposely just kind of like Ordok kind of ticked me off a little bit. So like if I don't, probably don't. You know, I'm not being as hospitable as I need to be. Fucking paladin.
Sure.
Freaking Trow. So hard to read.
Is that a racial thing?
So the last time I spoke to Miss Wraith, we weren't under the best of terms. Is there any particular reason why she is granting us such hospitality?
The way I understand it, you're still heroes to her town. Maybe she feels she owes you.
People of interest, to say the least.
People of interest.
Okay. Well, you've met us. I appreciate the wine. Is there anything else that we can do for you?
How about you just let us know if there's anything we can do for you? And I'm going to kind of motion to Helen. Get us the rooms next to them, please.
For a second, I thought you were talking to yourself.
They're like
You know,
fucking Starsy.
Helen will be like, oh, of course. And then she's getting the keys. Let's revisit Bo and his learning. What have you been doing in the room by yourself?
I mean, mostly to start with, I've been flicking through this book and trying to sort of piece together words that match the pictures and things. Have I gotten very far with that?
Roll me a intelligence check.
Oh, 16.
He's a smart, illiterate bastard.
For some reason, maybe at some point during your life, you might have already learned how to read, and you just forgot that you knew how to read. And now, looking at a book full of words, things are starting to really click in your head.
Okay, so I'm going to go to the bag because Goshen told me how that works. So I'm going to just put my hand in there and start pulling out books.
You probably... so you're pulling out books slowly.
Yeah, but now I've figured out that works, how that works. Because Goshen told me you think about things you want, right? So that was a tester. I just thought books and put my hand in. Can I start testing other things as well? Do Do we all actually know for sure what's always been in this bag?
We dumped it at one point.
Yeah. But then Jerry was filling it full of books throughout his travels.
Yeah, and then everything Nim put in there as well.
Oh, okay,
God.
but there's nothing that we don't know about in there.
No.
Oh, okay, so it's pointless if I sit here just trying to... Well, actually, I'm going to do it anyway. So I'm going to think of some flowers and to see if I can pull out some flowers. Does it work?
No.
Okay. What about bones?
Yes.
I think so. All those femurs, right?
Oh, no, they gave them all to Bo, though. They gave them all to Bo. So
Oh,
no,
yeah.
you already have bones.
I mean, would dragon scales No, they wouldn't be bones. No, made out of the same thing.
Okay, that's not really working. So I'm going to sort of turn my hand back to these books that I've pulled out. And can I actually read?
I'd say depending on the complexity of the book, we'll have you do a check every so often to see how far along you can get in the book.
Okay, what can I see then? What are these books that I've pulled out?
Oh, shit. Jordan, did you have that list?
Yeah.
Thank God one of us does.
You can read words, but you don't actually understand what those words mean. You just know what the word is.
So, like all the books?
Yeah, hit me with all the books.
All right. There's the Journal from Justin, the Flame Cleric. A Dance and Fire, a history of the first 5 years of the Shattering War. Lights in the Dark, a cautionary tale about the forest of Doharan and the mist surrounding it. Healing Herbs in Northern Mountain Clans, Volume 3. Common Herbs for the region for healing and remedies. Reflections of Cult Worship in the Empire, Volume 1. A bunch of things about cults. Secret of the Apocrypha, Volume 7. That's the Demon and Devil summoning book. Language of the Fae.
Okay, I can stop you
Beginner's
there.
Guide
I
to
want to
the
Look at the
Language.
herb book and the demon book.
Hang on, I'm only
basically.
halfway through. 8 Visions, the Journal, Scroll about the dragons, and Komar's Journal. Something else. Oh, and then the 3 Conjuration books.
So yeah, as you're going through these, you're looking at just the covers primarily. You're seeing like herbs, just like picturesque landscapes on a few of them. Some of them are just big, bold writing. 1 or 2 of them looks a little creepy, which might draw your eye more so than anything else.
Yeah, I mean, the herb book, I'm going to sort of skid that across the floor to the corner where I was sitting at because I want to keep that for later, but it's not my immediate concern. And the apothecary book, I'd like to flick through that and see if there's any diagrams.
There are quite a few diagrams.
What are the diagrams of?
Circles of power, pentagrams, squares.
Are they explained in the book? Do I, like, if I read it, am I going to understand, like, am I going to be able to put 2 and 2 together, or?
Yes and no. This is volume 7. There are 6 volumes beforehand explaining how a lot of these diagrams work. And a good portion of it, you kind of need to know some basic conjuration for.
Okay, so if I look at these diagrams, what do you think I can perceive from them?
Roll me an Arcana check.
You can come back up to the room and just have a bunch of pentagrams and shit drawn all over the place. And just
Out of
testing it
Jerry's
out.
ash.
No. Oh
no.
my god.
That's a 10.
Oh no.
So, not a lot. It's, while you know this is magic, while you know this is tricks, you know it's not your kind of tricks. Possibly with a lot more reading, like a lot more books, you have a understanding that there's a high possibility that you could understand this. And out of the corner of your eye, you're going to see Gordon kind of just nudging the 4 conjuration books with his nose.
Hello, Gordon. Do you want me to take these books?
Gordon's just going to keep nudging the books.
Okay, so
Dear God, what am I doing?
I'm gonna have a look at them. Just sort of put them next to me for a second, and then I'm gonna say to him, "Can you understand these pictures, Gordon? What should I do with these pictures?"
We're going to cut back down to the first floor.
Oh no! He's gonna get help from an elder fae and summon Cthulhu.
Good. I'm glad.
William mentioned automail, right?
Yeah, but we got to think of another name for it.
Yeah, can't. I mean, it's pretty generalized. I think.
Mechanomail.
What is
Techno arms.
Technoarms. Mechano plate. Mech tech.
Gear limbs.
Gear something.
Skunk gear.
Gear mail.
Gear mail. Yeah, sure. That'll work.
Yeah, we'll go with gear mail. That is canon now. It is now known as gear mail,
Tinker limbs.
But for everybody, it's basically automail.
basically.
You don't want to get copyright sued for.
Like when I said Hobbit earlier instead of Halfling.
That didn't happen.
That didn't happen. Power
Gear mail.
post.
Huh?
A hairy-footed halfling.
So I'm going to turn back to Helen and just say,
Which one?
you.
Okay. It's really confusing that he chose a name.
I thought it'd be fun.
So you're employed to give us a hand by the wraiths. That's what I understand of this writ.
That's a pretty basic explanation of it, yep.
So I have actually been away for some time. We're here seeking help for a friend. I was referred to something called gear mail. I don't actually.
For your leg there, we can get you set up.
I look down and like sort of remember. And like, no, for a friend.
Right. Friend. Okay. Yeah, no, we can definitely get your friend set up with gear mail.
Okay.
And yeah.
They referred me to the Arcanum, but I don't know if that's actually where I need to be.
Would that be where the best gear mail is?
So here's the thing. Gear mail, I would say that probably Helen and Jensen know this as kind of common knowledge. That gear mail is magical in essence and expensive as all fuck. It was developed by a combination of the Winged Shield and the Grey Cloaks to help pretty much their soldiers who have lost vital appendages in conflicts. I mean, you're going to fight dragons or drakes. I mean, drakes more recently. You're going to fight drakes, you're going to lose an arm or a leg or both arms. It's all debatable. So they have used a combination of nature magic and arcane magic with some dwarven technology to create this gear mail. And pretty much the only place to get it would be in the arcane district.
How much coin do you have?
Not much. I'm mostly here seeking information and potentially a place to send my friend. He's hurt pretty bad.
Would my guy up in the Arcanum, like, do I know any like black market gear mail people from what's his name?
The thing is, because of the essence of gear mail, it takes more than just one individual to craft it onto a body. It pretty much takes a team of them. So your guy might know of the cheapest place and might be able to get it like a few corners cut, but he himself really, he can sell you the items, but putting them on might be a whole other story.
So this is the kind of thing we have to go into the hospital to do. We can't do this in a back alley.
I mean, you could. It just might be more painful than it's already going to be.
No, I don't care about pain.
Not my friend.
I mean, it is me. Oh,
No, it's not You're not
it's not
him.
me. I'm not him. Who were you planning on seeing up at the Arcanum? Or was that just another one of your things that you say?
Oh, that's how this conversation's going to go. The things that I say. I didn't have any specific plans. I know where it is, and I know that they're there to help.
And you know that, talking to anybody, especially about talking about something as complicated as gear mail, you'd have to have an appointment, months in advance. And the people that actually do it, just don't take walk-ins, right? You knew that, probably. Right? Oh. Too bad that you don't have someone who knows someone in the Arcanum that just happens to have a friend.
With your hand or your dagger?
With my elbow.
Oh.
Chill out.
I'm sorry. Fine. I have a buddy who could probably get us to someone you need to talk to with relatively short waiting times.
You have a buddy.
I have friends all over the place. I'm the nicest guy you'll ever meet.
I've already met the nicest person I'll ever meet.
Just out of game, who is it?
Clearly it's the huggy one.
Yeah.
It was Jerry and you killed him.
My heart.
It's William. Duh.
Either way, if you give me a few days, I can contact my friend in the Arcane District and get you where you need to go. Not that it matters, since you don't have coin, but...
At the very least, I'm going to need to make some sort of arrangements for healing. Even if we can't look at gear mail now. I'm sure he's not doing that well where he is. Perhaps your contacts with the Wraiths would be able to see to that. He is one of the heroes of East Runewood.
Oh yeah, tell me more. What makes him so heroic and nice and handsome?
Nothing particularly. I take issue with that term.
What happened to him?
He lost his arms.
Oh fuck! How'd that happen? That's not just something that happened.
We're not sure.
Faye. I don't really know.
An explosion.
I hope your friend has coin then, because prices in the city are not what they used to be.
I'm going to regret asking this. Would you know of anyone looking to hire someone for a few side jobs, perhaps?
Look at a big old smile.
I knew I would regret asking.
What kind of look are you working for? Or what kind of... Like 3 hours of sleep. Give me a break. What kind of, you know what, Jensen, you do it. I'm done.
What kind of work are you looking for?
There we go. Something not particularly shady, but perhaps something where we could put our most valuable skills to use for a decent amount of money.
You're a little shifty, aren't you?
Or if you know someone who needs maps made, I can make maps.
Actually, John, have the sewers been mapped out?
They have not been mapped out.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I know somebody who might be interested in something you have to offer.
Perfect.
There's been a problem in the sewers lately, and we need people to help us figure out what's going on down there. Maybe I can talk to some of my employers and see what they're willing to offer.
We sort of turn to Ordok, give a slight shrug. Seems
Sewers. Lovely.
not my favorite place either, but
The shittiest jobs pay the best.
ouch.
What sort of problems?
People are going missing.
I whispered to Ordog, the last time we investigated people going missing, we blew up a town.
Well, luckily we don't have our bomb makers anymore.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. We're probably fine.
Cuts deep. Cuts.
You got a demon summoning bow, so it's potato pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably check in on that at some point.
People going missing, that's from where? Where are the people being pulled from?
All over. Anyone that goes in the sewer, it's indiscriminate.
And you can get us to talk to someone who might be able to make arrangements to bring our friend here.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look back at Goshen and sort of shrug and shake my head.
Yeah. All right. I guess we have a deal. Well, we should probably ask Bo, but I don't think he'll particularly mind.
It's fine. He's fine.
Speaking of Bo, let's go back up to the bedroom. Right, we're upstairs with Bo and Gordon. Oh, all the gods of Agmanessa cannot help us now. Gordon's going to look at you, and his tentacles are going to go down and pretty much grab the books and present them to you.
Okay. So flicking through these books that Gordon have given me, what do I see inside those?
It is pretty much a rudimentary introduction on how to summon things.
Oh, that's interesting.
Sorry, I'm looking at Jordan's face right now, and it's just like I just see anger.
I'm gonna
supposed to be
pull out my bag of Jerry's ashes, and I'm gonna just start eating them a little bit to get some power.
Like a pixie stick?
Probably just gonna go for like a handful, like
just dumping the
straight in.
You sure you don't want like a little bit of Coke, just rub it on the back of your lip or something?
I'm gonna just go for like a whole handful just to get some power, because I've got like quite a lot of Jerry.
Yeah, you do.
So yeah, first of all, that's my first sort of protocol, is get some power, get some Jerry's power, just sort of chew on that. And whilst I'm sort of doing that, I've got like bits of Jerry around my mouth. I'm going to have a look at these books and start thumbing through them with sort of sticky fingers now.
Why would it be sticky?
From spit and dust and ash.
What do I see in the books?
My sanity.
Bear in mind, I've got extra Jerry power.
Extra Jerry power. In your world, possibly, yes. In my world, it's a whole different story. You pretty much in the books, you're seeing basic summoning circles of summoning things from existing planes and outer planes. I mean, it kind of goes, no real diagrams in these first few books. It's mainly all theory. Because according to the books, it hasn't been done in about 2 centuries.
Golden, what's an outer plane and an inner plane? What's a plane? And do I sort of get anything from Gordon, like any sort of sense or feeling about outer planes and inner planes and things like that?
Pretty much you're getting kind of the gist that inner plane is pretty much what you're standing on.
Okay.
This is the inner plane. This is the material plane. Anything else outside of the material plane is an outer plane, a different world, universe almost.
I mean, I don't think I'm probably going to pick up much in terms of like the actual kind of understanding. So do I get a feeling about them?
Pretty much here and there.
Okay. So do you think I can bring something from there to here, Gordon? Do you think that's what all this means? You're turning Gordon into a right nonce.
Into
what?
Freiburg.
Oh,
Yeah, you should probably wreck on that because it's not a bad word, but it means like a bit soft.
I'm like, what the hell are you saying?
Okay. I mean, I just want to jump straight to start chucking out a thing, but I'm not sure if Bo would really grasp that yet. Does he kind of grasp that these diagrams, like these pentagrams and things like that, like what he needs to do to summon things, do you think?
Probably not, because the stuff behind it is stuff that you've never dealt with in terms of tricks.
Okay.
It's a whole different...
The diagrams that are in here, what do they look like?
Pretty much the first one, just like as basic conjuration, is just a circle.
Okay.
And it kind of goes into circles made of different materials for summoning stronger and stronger things.
Okay, so I'm going to get a handful of Jerry and I'm going to make a circle on the floor. And I'm going to say to Gordon, come and help me, Gordon. I think this book's made a circle, but I don't know what it really means. So I think I need your help, Gordon. What should we do
There's
next?
a loud commotion outside, and everything like this gets stopped because it's... Please? It's bad.
I mean, he wouldn't be able to do it anyways because he doesn't have any. Like, wouldn't he have to have a level of mage?
No. Yeah.
Well, I mean, with Gordon's help, Gordon could
Gordon's
probably do it.
Shavnigarath. I mean, he can do what he wants.
But also, Gordon's just like one of your personalities. Like,
Well, yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Who knows? I certainly
We don't even know yet.
I don't understand Gordon at all.
What Gordon's pretty much going to do is walk over to one of the windows and pull at the blinds with his teeth. And he's just going to start staring out the window.
What are you looking at, Gordon?
Just going to continue nodding and staring out the window.
I'm gonna sort of-
Look over his shoulder. It's just going to like nudge. Like, come here.
I'm going to sort of plod over and have a look and see if I can see what he's looking at.
Pretty much the biggest thing out this window is a massive, somewhat crooked tower. Gordon's going to turn, look you right in the eyes, and turn back and look at the tower.
You trying to say that we should go to the tower, Gordon?
That chicken on a horse again.
Okay, well, we'll go there in a bit, I guess. Let's have a look at this circle for now. And I'm going to sort of get on my hands and knees and start sort of like knocking on the floor inside the circle and saying like, hello?
Gordon's just going to shake his head and walk through the wall.
Gordon, come and help me. Can I? If I turn into Gordon, that's no good, because when I turn into Gordon, that's not actually Gordon. It's just me.
No.
Okay. What can I... So once I've drawn the circle, if I look at the books, do they sort of tell me anything that I can understand?
Pretty much getting a gist of pouring willpower, charge the circle. Is
Yeah, I mean...
the pouring makes sense. So like, I'm just going to pour a glass of water in this. Yeah, that but it was like, what the hell is this fucking willpower?
I'm going to not pour a glass of... Okay, I've got to pour stuff. I'm going to get my cat's claw and I'm going to puncture the back of my arm and try and bleed into it.
Oh no.
I don't like needles.
So yeah, it's you're,
And it
you're
won't
gonna
be
start
much.
to bleed.
I'll just be like squeezing out like drips, kind of thing.
1 or 2 drips is gonna hit the circle made of the ashes of Jerry Allman, and it's.
I love you, Ben, because every session you make John do this, and it's awesome.
Punish him. Punish him now.
You're gonna see little flickers of like almost red lightning, red sparks flick off, and it's gonna be focused where the drips hit, and it looks like it's gonna start to go around the circle, maybe like only an inch or 2, but then die out.
Oh God.
Okay, I'm gonna get my cat's claw. I'm just gonna carve the shit out of my arm and just get as much blood out as I can.
Oh no. Oh, no.
Okay. Go ahead and oh shit. Give me a damage from the cat's claw to yourself. So
6 damage.
yeah, a good bit more. It's like you almost nicked an artery. Oh, son of a bitch! And you're gonna get like a bunch of blood pouring, and it's gonna spark again, but not much more sparking than the last time. And you're gonna get little bit lightheaded, and you're gonna fall into the circle.
Oh my God, is he gonna be there when we go up? No.
So back downstairs.
Oh jeez.
Oh.
Oh jeez. All right, let me just pretend I don't know that that's going on.
Readjust. Let's do this.
I'm going to turn to my Helen.
Aw, you're my Jensen.
I don't know about that. No, I'm going to turn to him and say, we should, one of us needs to go talk to some contacts, I think.
Well, I think the best person to talk to would be just Rafe, because this is going to be some high dollar shit.
Well, one of us needs to go back and see what we can find out. Her job. And
I'll run back and talk to Dagger.
I'll stay here with the heroes.
All right. I'll be back, and I'm gonna give you a blue. No, that's not me. I can't give you hugs. That's my old guy. I'm just gonna nod my head and head out the door.
I love how no matter what happens, you fuckers split the party. So after he leaves, what are the rest of you doing, minus the bleeding bow?
I'm gonna finish up my food and take. Bo said that he wanted his stew upstairs, so I'm gonna ask for the third bowl and start to head back up.
Oh no.
What about you, Goshen?
She said there is a bathhouse outside. I feel kind of mangy. I'm gonna go get a bath.
That's not a bad idea.
You got them fleas.
Are you gonna ask? Are you gonna mention it to her? Or?
Yeah.
Wait, is it like a
me.
sauna?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Not quite. No, not quite. It's pretty much just like a big, like a decent sized water tower with some, magic in there to make the water hot.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because otherwise that's a terrible idea if you've been drinking.
Pardon me, miss. You said something about a bath outside.
Yes, if you go just down this hall, outside, you'll see that there's a few stalls. Privacy is not ideal, but you can close a curtain and you'll see above your head there's a little pull cord. Pull that and you'll get a decent amount of hot water until you pull the cord again. We do ask that, and she's kind of look you up and down. 10 minutes, 15 max is ideally what we like. It takes a little bit for the hot water to regenerate.
Of course. Thank you.
But I can provide you with some towels, or would you like to go back up to your room?
I don't know. Did I buy any extra clothes? Probably not.
Probably not.
What do you mean extra clothes? You haven't got any clothes anyway.
The only clothes I have are the ones Orlok gave me. Yeah, some towels would be lovely. Thank you.
Of course. And she'll kind of like go down a little bit down the hallway, pull a couple of towels, 3 of them, decent size, very thick. I mean, it's a lovely towel, and a couple of like hand towels. And you'll see she's got this like thick bar of this. It's like medieval soap. It smells horrific, but it will clean you.
All right, I'm in. Let's do it.
So we're just going to assume that you're going to shower. I don't think we need to actually talk through it.
No, probably not.
Now, which part
I can figure it out.
exactly are you showering? Do you remember to get your toes? Or did you just let it run
To
down?
role play it.
That's the important question.
Oh, God.
Now, so Goshen is showering. Ordok's taking food to Bo. Helen is going to go check a contact. Bo is passed out in a circle of one of his old friends. What is Jensen doing?
Drinking next to Ordok, I assume.
Oh, Ordok's going upstairs.
Oh, is he?
Mhm.
I'll follow Ordok then.
So, would you care for your and your partner's key for your room?
Sure.
I will add this to the Viceroy's tally.
And I grab the key and I grab my mug to take with me.
I'll top it before you go up, sir.
Of course.
She'll go ahead and pour it and just make another little tally on the sheet. By all means.
This is what I do. I kill people and I run up tabs.
So, Ordok,
Yes, sir.
as you open this door, there is a very unique sight in front of you. There are books open everywhere on the floor. There is a gray cloak with a bunch of dust in it. You can see there's divots and dents in it here and there. And you see Bo kind of passed out face first in a circle of this dust.
At seeing the sight, I'm just going to drop the bowl of stew and run over and just be like, by the mercy of Thom! And rip Bo out of the circle. And I'm going to see where he's bleeding. Because I feel like I have assumed that this is not something Bo did, that this was something that someone did to him. So
I'm gonna walk in shortly after.
rip him out of the circle and check to see if he's still alive.
He's breathing, but you can see he's a little pale.
I'll see through anyway.
And you do notice that the window, the curtain is drawn open.
Is the window open?
The window itself is not open, but the curtain is drawn open.
Okay.
Looking at the cat's claw that has a bunch of blood on it and looking at him. There's the murder weapon. From up here.
I'm just going to look back at Jensen and say, can you check that window, see if anyone's there?
I walk up to the window.
The window does actually happen to be unlocked.
Okay, I know a thing or two about getting in and out of windows. Is there anything that... Can I search for any evidence of somebody coming down through the window?
Roll me an investigation check.
Oh, Jesus.
This is not good. 11 minus 1, that'd be a 10.
You see that the window itself is unlocked, and as you kind of open it up a little bit and look around, the windowsill itself is a bit scuffed. You can't quite tell how old, but maybe about within the past week, something has kind of climbed up this window.
Looking
But
down, could I have gotten up this window?
Yes.
With hair still in hand. Yeah, somebody probably came to that window.
Just say, damn it, Bo. And I'm going to heal him enough to, like, close up the wounds.
Wounds will close, the blood will stop flowing,
Am I conscious?
and you are conscious.
Oh, right, okay. Thanks, old doc.
What happened?
I was looking through these books and I saw these pictures and I thought I'd try and do it.
Wait, you did this?
Yeah, I did it all.
And I'm gonna like look down at the pile. I assume I would recognize the pile of ashes in a cloak.
Yeah, you recognize the cloak and the ashes.
What unholy abomination are you trying to create?
I don't really know. Like, basically, I saw Jerry have all these books and that, and he had lots of power, and I just thought I'd give it a go.
That's not how this works.
Well, I made some lightning
With what?
with bits of my blood and some Jerry.
I just say like, oh, for the love of Thom. Bo, go downstairs, get some food.
Well, let me clear up first.
No, go downstairs.
Who's your friend? Who are you?
Jensen.
Hello, Jensen. I'm Bo. It's nice to meet you. I'm going to just stick my hand out.
Okay. I shake it.
Do you know what this thing is on the floor?
A mess.
Yeah, isn't it? I made it. But do you know what it means?
No.
No, me neither. But I don't think Aldor's going to help. I'm going to clear it up. And I'm just
I look at Ordog like, is he always like this?
start kind of bundling up the kind of claggy, bloody Jerry mess. And I'm going to put the bag of Jerry back in my bag so that Aura doesn't pinch it. And the claggy mess that I've kind of scooped up, I'm going to pick it up. And did you say something about stew?
It's downstairs.
Oh, God.
Okay. And I'm going to go downstairs and... Well, no, actually... Yeah, all right. I'll go downstairs and get my stew, but I'm going to drop the claggy, lumpy mess in there like a dumpling. And let it soak up some stew and eat it with my stew.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
I've got to get some power.
How did we ever decide to let you travel with us in the first place?
All right.
At some
you're
point, you needed him.
You're a psychopath.
Look,
That's what you are.
that would mean a lot more if it wasn't coming from the suicide bomber. All right.
Hey, come on now. Oh.
Can I take my stew back upstairs?
Oh, I thought you said your shoe. Yeah, you take your stew back upstairs.
Yeah, because I'm just going to drop the dumpling in it and then carry it back upstairs. Sort of just like having a little sip as I go.
Yeah, Helen didn't pay a bit. She had the stew. She had a couple of bowls out for another table since Ordok took yours upstairs. So you grabbed someone else's stew, put the dumpling in, and went back.
Okay.
So Helen is a little confused, but she's just rolling with it because unending tab.
When I get back into the room, I'm going to say, "Do you know what that was on the floor, Ordok?" And whilst I'm asking this, I'm literally like eating the dumpling, like dripping with stew, getting it all around my chops.
That's gross. That's really gross. Get that off the floor. What is that? I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Are you sure? It's power. It's gonna make me stronger.
Bo, I'm gonna need Jerry's remains. I'm just gonna hold my hand out.
No, they're mine.
Did you say remains?
Yeah, our friend Jerry, he was a wizard, and he blew up, and he turned to dust, so I took it.
Bo, remember the conversation we had about desecration? That's what you're doing right now. I'm gonna need those remains.
Not really. I think this is the best thing for Jerry. I think he would have liked it. I think it's what he would have wanted.
No, I wouldn't have.
I can tell you wholeheartedly the honest truth. That's not correct.
I'm sort of burying him.
You're really not.
Burying me in your gut.
I'm putting you back to the earth, bit by bit, slowly but surely.
Oh, God.
And this is where we lose all the subscribers.
If anything,
Sorry,
you're probably
guys.
composting them. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Bo,
Oh,
this has to stop. You can't do that.
Okay, I won't do it anymore.
I
And
need
as
the
I say
remains.
that, I just take a bite out of the dumpling.
People pay for this show, guys. Can we not? The people.
Yeah, they know what they're getting into. They know what they're getting into.
agreed.
If I give you these remains, what are you going to do with them?
Lay Jerry to rest.
No, see, I can do much better with that. I'll keep them, okay? Thanks, so.
No, you won't. This isn't a discussion.
Okay, I'm going to go and pick up the cat's claw and put it on my hand and say, "No, what?
This is not a discussion.
It's not
I'm gonna-
what?"
Oh,
And as I do that, I'm just going to kind of flex my hand at him a little bit. Listen, old doc, we're friends, right? You help me, and I sort of help you, I guess, somehow. But I'm an adult, and Gordon's helping me to get more powerful. I wouldn't stop you getting more powerful. You pray to your God every morning, just like I do. What do you do it for? It's so you get more powerful. That's all I want as well.
we can definitely figure out a way to bring you more power that doesn't involve eating your friends.
Yeah, it tastes alright though. Do you want a bit?
But we're gonna lay Jerry to rest. We're going to treat
Yeah.
him with dignity and respect and do this properly.
Alright, but I'll hold on to him for a bit. Unless we're going to do it now.
You can hold on to him, but no more of this.
Yeah, alright, I won't do it again, promise. And then I just take another bite out of my dumpling.
So, Helen,
Yeah.
back to you real quick. What are you up to?
I'm gonna run to Dagger really quick and just kind of inform him of the situation, let him know, like, you know, what they want as far as gear mail, what they can do, and what we're willing to do, and see if, you know, Arcos would be interested in something like that. See if, like, you know, we would get paid enough, because, you know, me and Jensen still need to get paid enough to go down there. You know, people are going to be missing, so we need to figure out basically the details of the job we're getting paid to do and the job that how much money they would get for doing this job, and apply it towards, you know, the gear mail and whatnot.
So let me get this straight.
I forgot he's
He's a gnome, yeah.
yeah, that's right.
So you're kind of in the den underneath the game shop. He's got a couple of things kind of spread out, a couple of daggers that he's sharpening at this gorgeous but very short desk. So let me get this straight. These heroes, Need to replace 2 arms and a foot.
Yeah.
The 2 arms alone, that is a shit ton of gold.
I know, but I guess they really need it because their one friend did something really heroic, and I guess it didn't overestimate a situation, stopped something. I don't know, their words, not mine, and did something good for the all of man, but in the process lost his arms and hurt himself real bad. So I guess he needs healing.
The healing, we can cover. That's 1, 2, maybe 3 jobs, depending on the jobs. But the arms, there might be some big jobs coming up. It'd be nice to have another monk. The blue we might have to fix. A little hair dye, it goes a long way. The paladin. Clanky, loud. Half-orc, you say?
Yeah. Kind of a dick.
We need to fix him up first. We can fix his leg, and then we can have him do a job or 2.
Well, if we fix his leg, he'll be in our debt.
Exactly. That's the key here. We help them. They owe us. If they leave town, we put a hit on their heads.
Oh, gladly. So, the sewers, would that be a job that we could get paid for? Is that something Arcos is looking to have done?
It is on his radar. I wouldn't say big priority, but we have lost a few good men down there.
Sounds like just a job for us.
We have the calligrapher and some cannon fodder, so...
Cartographer!
Why not? He can write really well. The maps look real pretty. But he's also a cartographer. And we have cannon fodder with the half-orc and the darrow, so...
Not a bad idea. You came up with this plan.
All by myself.
Huh. I'd be damned. So here's what we're gonna do. Tell this half-orc that we will fix his foot if he does a few jobs for us. No questions asked. We'll take care of it. All expenses paid.
All right.
If you all manage to survive the sewers, I'll put the Arcos. I'll talk to the king. Make sure he's okay with this. If he is, you guys come out of the sewers. We will make sure that his daughter brings their friend down here. We put him up in one of our hospitals. We know a few here and there, And we will look into the surgery. But after that, you might have to talk to Bolin. See if his thoughts on this. He knows more about Guillermo than I do.
Yeah, I figured as much, but I just wanted to run it by you first.
The healing by itself, depending on how far gone the bastard is, he might be dead already.
Well, from what they described, he wasn't really well off when they left about a week ago, so...
The bonus is, if we start the surgery, he dies. They're still in our debt. We get 3 somewhat helpful hands.
Yeah, it's kind of a win-win.
So, tell the half-orc that we will cover his foot, as long as they agree to do the sewer job. It might take a day or 2 for him to heal up, but walking should be no problem.
Alrighty, I'll be back with you
Oh, no.
after I talk.
not down here. No, I'll be doing lush. Say for dinner? Ooh,
Yeah.
No, not. Oh, yes, I can do dinner.
Okay, sounds good. Meet you at lunch.
Say, yeah, 4, 5, 6 hours, somewhere in there. I'll be there. I'll be drunk.
Fair enough.
Okay, go.
And
go.
yeah, I'm gonna head back.
I'm not sure if this is the same voice I used yesterday, but I kind of like this one more.
Honestly, don't remember.
Digging it.
I'm imagining, the costume designer from The Incredibles.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where. Yeah. Yoshin, how was your shower?
Super refreshing. I soaked all the towels, but that's okay.
What?
Did you
Did you
kind
do
of
anything else in the shower?
Wait, what?
Describe it, please.
Ignore him.
Just describe it.
Just mute him.
Helen is actually going to come and knock on a side door. Dear, is everything all right?
Yes, just finishing up. And I will
So-
step out with the towel around my waist. Just the towel.
So, as oh my.
And the fan
So-
fiction starts.
So, as a wrong voice. So, as a courtesy, we normally wash the clothes when people bathe. I'm sorry to say that there was not much left of your clothes.
Yeah. It's
Or
very
mine.
eventful.
There is a garment shop about 3-4 doors down. My husband might have some trousers and a shirt you could borrow, and we'd be more than happy to cover the shirt and the pants that you lost. And I'm sure the writ from the Viceroy could cover a decent wardrobe if that is of interest to you.
That is a good idea. It has been a long time since I've been in something like a formal robe. I miss my robes.
Oh, if you're interested in robes, there is a lovely robe shop in the market district.
Wonderful. Thank you, Helen.
In fact, did you say the Southern Kingdom?
Indeed I did.
There is, I believe, a small caravan at the Bazaar from the Southern Kingdom. They might have a few items slightly better. Good news is they do take lines of credit from the viceroys.
That is fantastic news. I shall have to visit them.
So I will leave these clothes here and let me know if you need anything else. I'll keep the writ. If you're going to the store, let me know, and I will write you a line of credit from the inn.
Thank you.
And I'll take care of all the numbers for you.
That is fantastic. Thank you, Helen.
Of course.
I think she's ripping us off.
Not my money.
Not mine either. Just my head.
I mean, yeah, technically it's not ours either, so I don't care. But
All right, yeah. I get myself changed, go back inside, see what's going on.
So as you get back upstairs, you see Ordok, your new friend Jensen, and Bo sipping on some stew, eating a dumpling. And there's still a little bit of a mess on the floor, probably.
I didn't get a dumpling with my stew.
Do you want one?
No, you do not want one.
Okay. I would take your word for it. What happened here?
This is Jensen. He's our new friend.
Jensen?
Oh, have you met? Have you met?
We have indeed.
Oh, okay. Who are you, Jensen? What do you do? What's your job?
I'm a repo man.
What does that do?
I take things from people who can't afford them.
Oh, okay. I bet you get a lot of those people around here, don't you? Because it's expensive. I can't afford anything. Ordok buys me everything.
Should remember that hospitality when I ask you for things.
You can have Jerry. Just
What?
later.
Wait, what? What do you mean you can have Jerry? Where's Jerry? There is no Jerry. Jerry's dead.
I've got Jerry in my bag.
Bo collected Jerry's ashes, and you just don't want to know.
I believe you.
I've been eating him.
Right.
Do you want some?
No, thank you. Jerry doesn't agree with my diet. Well, I'll let you know, Doc. Sort that out. Hey, I'm gonna go buy some clothes. Unless we have something more pressing to do.
What clothes are you going to buy?
Apparently there is a caravan from the Southern Kingdom in the Bazaar.
You should take Bo with you. Bo, leave your stuff here.
Okay.
Remember the No, never mind. I'm not going to say anything.
Let's go. Let's go buy some clothes.
Okay, fantastic.
You deal your backpack?
Yeah?
Sweet.
I'll take my... Well, it's not my... I'm going to take the bag
I
of
hate you,
holding
Woodrow.
because I don't have it.
I've got to do it. Cause Bo would do it because he's joking, isn't
So, yeah, I'll go mention to Helen that I'm going to head to the Bazaar caravan and get that all set up.
Oh, of course. Here. And she's going to write, and you kind of see she's going to get like a stamp out, notarize this shit. She's given you this nice little parchment, probably about 4 inches by 4 inch square, and written that line of credit from the Haven, located in Marchcrest, for 50 gold.
Nice. It's perfect. Fantastic. Thank you.
By all means. Could you do me a favor, and if they have any spices from the Southern District, if they have any spices from the Southern Kingdom, could you pick me out a few, please?
Of course. It would be my pleasure.
Thank you. Have fun with your son.
Thank you.
Bye,
She's
Helen.
got a girlfriend.
Goodbye, Bo.
And off
So
we go with no idea where we're going.
Oh my god, they're gonna get lost.
Now here's the question: would Jensen follow them?
No. I already decided that Ordok was the biggest threat to this whole job, so I'm staying with him.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode. You can keep up to date with everything that we're doing by following us on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram at Do or Dice Podcast, or come have a chat in our Discord server. All of our show notes, character sheets, and player bios can be found on our website at doordicepodcast.com. If you're enjoying the episodes, please subscribe to the podcast, and if you have time, leave a review as it helps others like you find our show. Thanks for all the support, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Same dice time, same dice channel.